What's going on, good people? It's your man E. Carter, come back to you live and direct. I want to start off by saying thank you for staying locked in with the channel. It means a lot to me. Today I want to take you behind the scenes of a working photographer. I am shooting a product photography session using a Opus X Society cigar, which a friend recently gave to me. This isn't a project for a client. This is just something that I've created for myself in order to continue to work on my craft. A lot of times I'm asked to shoot product photography in not the best lighting environment, just leave it at that. Clients have expectations that you're going to shoot it on location where they are, so I like to put myself in challenging lighting scenarios in order to be prepared for when those opportunities present themselves, so I can come in ready to go, no questions asked. It doesn't matter if it's in a studio or if it's on site at the client's location. In the past, I've shot a bunch of product photography from e-commerce stuff with a previous client like Fruition Hat Company, or clients like Five Church Restaurant, where I've been asked to shoot menu items or cocktails. So product photography comes up in a variety of ways when you're working photography, and you just need to be prepared for it. So it's always good to practice it, know which tools are going to work best for the job in order to make sure you're being most efficient with your time. Because that is really the most valuable thing to the client, is that you can get this stuff shot and turned around pretty quickly in order for them to be able to use it right away and get it to their end user, which is their customer. So today, this is just items that I already had on site at my home. I didn't go out and buy any new gear in order to try to produce this stuff. I'll list out the gear in the video, but I just wanted to kind of let you tee up the video, so to speak, to let you know what to expect. I'd love to get your feedback down in the comments on what you do to continue to work on your craft in between gigs, how you go about your work. And if you have any questions or feedback, please leave them down there as well. Once again, it's all about building community, and the way we have community is that there's no sage on the stage. It is everybody's involvement that makes community special. So thank you. Check out the video. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much. So I want to talk a little bit about my setup today, just because I'm shooting in an atypical environment. A lot of times if you're doing like product photography, this is probably the complete opposite of what you would want. You got a lot of ambient light that's coming in from outside. I'm out here on my deck. It is screened in. The sun is on the opposite side of my setup, but realistically, I'm doing such tight shots that it's not really affecting my setup as much as it would if I had a wider shot. Today I'm using the R6 Mark II with a 35 RF macro and STM combo lens. I'm using a photographer's flashlight by Ulanzi here, which gives me good control over the light to be able to control the diameter of the spread, as along with the Godox light wand in order to give me some really good dynamic color casting. I've used some items that I already have at the house as props, along with the star of the show, which is this Opus X, so the Opus X Society cigar, which just released this year. Beautiful band, beautiful colors. Heard this is a fantastic cigar. I hadn't got a chance to smoke it just yet, but I'm really excited about that. But it was a great opportunity to bring in some of the colors. Had this beautiful box of this Japanese Suntory whiskey that really kind of brought in a lot of the same colors that were present in the band. Has some striations down at the bottom of the box. I don't know if you guys can see that, but just bringing in a lot of same tones along with the brown color of the cigar case there to really create, a dynamic image. So taking this time to not only shoot this, which I'll put on our PLE page, which is the Porch Lounge Experience. It's a collective that I'm a part of cigar enthusiasts and professionals from the industry. And this will be content that will go on there, but this also acts as a great way for me to practice my craft and not just wait till I get into a situation where I may have another setup like this with a client and not have practiced enough to understand how I need to set up lighting, how I need to be able to present to a client. If I was working with a specific client on this, I would be able to use my iPad as a tool to present. I have, all these different tools of the trade. Initially, I shot with my 50 because it is one of my favorite lenses. This is the Canon L series RF50. Great, beautiful lens. Not really great for product photography though. It's great shallow depth of field, but really more for portraits and sometimes events, but I would say more so on the portrait side. But this 35, it gives me great range from a nice wide shot to super tight shots. And as you can see here, these are, just focusing on the band in particular, creating some really dynamic shots, some great color, which is what Canon's known for. So that's why I've always been a Canon guy, not hating on anybody else, but this brand has really worked well for me. And yeah, getting some behind the scenes footage as well with this is the Insta360 Pocket 3S, and it's a great little device to get BTS footage that really helps to highlight the process as well as just great POV shots. So using this to get those POV style shots that are really unique, but this is the process. This is what it takes. A lot of times where you're in the creative field, even if you don't have an assignment that you're working on, you want to always be creating projects for yourself or future work that you'd like to be doing. This kind of folds into a lot of different areas in my life. Being a cigar enthusiast and working with Felix at Bars and Cigars, working with PLE, doing a lot of content for Atlanta Cigar Week in the past. I've worked with a lot of folks within that cigar space. So this content will have a lot of flexible use for me over the years. So it's not something where I'm just doing something with no intention of using it at a later date. I'm using it to continue to work on my craft while at the same time using content that I'll be able to put out there and get some engagement in a variety of ways. So just wanted to kind of bring you guys along in this journey, this creative journey that I'm on. Been in the photography, videography space for about 14 years. So this is just part of, working on your craft. I always tell people, no matter what you do, you should always be striving to get better at it, striving to have some type of continuing education, whether that be through self-education or practice or going to conferences, working with mentors. All those things matter. All those things can be applied in different ways. So this is just me taking the time to sharpen my tools and utilize different tools and in order to see how I want to apply this later on. So stay tuned, stay locked in. I appreciate you. If you're getting value out of this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps the channel. I'm just getting started on this YouTube journey, so every little bit helps. I appreciate it.